Why is that term important? Because you might think that there are hundreds of large language models out there. There are really actually only a few for the most part. And what a lot of business folks are doing, a lot of really young, enterprising young people are doing, is they're creating applications, apps on your phone or systems on your computer, software that connect to those LLMs. So, for example, someone might build an app, and in that app, it has what's called an API, which is just a very fancy term for a phone number that it can directly call ChatGPT, get the response from ChatGPT, and use it in the app. So if that was something that you were interested in doing, you don't have to know how the large language model works or all the complication. You don't have to build one yourself. You could make an app or have someone make it for you, and you could have it connect to ChatGPT and just use it to interact with the customer or have it accomplish whatever task it was that you wanted to accomplish there. What is artificial general intelligence, or AGI for short? Okay, it's a future AI, we're not there yet, that can match human intelligence across every single area. Right? It could beat every human in reasoning, creativity, problem solving. It's like a robot that could just do any job that you could possibly teach it, from baking bread to building a rocket to inventing new math equations, okay? We are not there yet, despite all the hype and all of the excitement. We're nowhere close to that yet, but certainly some of the recent advances have been really exciting, and we'll see where it goes. This would be an AI that would be so far beyond what humans are capable of that we wouldn't even really know what it was doing or what it was up to, okay? Do you need to know intimately what all of these things actually mean and be able to deep dive into neural nets and deep learning? Absolutely not. But we do want to have some idea of what's going on under the hood. Just like in that exact example, you don't know, most of you, I'm guessing, exactly how a car engine works, and you don't need to know. But it's kind of important to know that there's a battery in there and that the oil has to get changed, and that's a separate system, and they all connect to the engine somehow. You have a small idea of how some of the components work and how they connect together, so that if something went wrong, you could describe to the mechanic what was wrong, or, you know, in this case, if things aren't working the right way that you want them to as you're working with your GPT, or as you're discussing maybe requirements that you might one day have for an app that you want to have built by someone who does know what they're doing, that you could have a common language and you could kind of work through the problems there.